Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we will be talking about the most down bad, debaucherous, dirty, disgusting thing I've ever heard ever. Ice Spice's new album, her Y2K album. And I know what you're thinking. If you're an Ice Spice fan, I can't even say I don't blame you for liking the album. How can you like the album? Like, how realistically could you like that album? It wasn't a good album at all. Like, okay, so before I go on my rant about why the album was not good, let's actually get into why the album was not good, in my opinion, for those of you who actually like the album. First off, it was inconsistent. The album started off with a very much Nicki Minaj feel. And I'm not even saying Nicki Minaj feel in a good way. Because when Nicki Minaj drops, not all of her songs, but when Nicki Minaj drops, she's dropping that heat. And Fat Butt, the first song on Ice Spice's album, what are the first two things you hear that Nicki Minaj constantly says in all of her songs? Man. She said that shit in Bees in the Trap. I let my boyfriend listen to him, like, you hear it? Yeah. This girl, Ice Spice, you done copied Nicki's whole flow in like the first couple songs of the album. You done copied her ad-libs. Hell, when I seen you now, you done copied her damn hairstyles. Everybody know Nicki is known for the bob. Come on, it's in the song. It's in the song with B.O.B. What's your name, B.O.B.? So they calling you Bob? Like, come on now. We know what you're trying to do and it ain't working. And then she continued on the song with Nicki's flow, with Nicki's she literally copied and pasted Nicki Minaj in the worst way possible too. This was not a good payoff at all. So, besides you copying Nicki Minaj and this album being inconsistent because the first few songs don't start off like the ending songs. Like, from Fat Butt up until that song that she did with, I think, Gunna, Big Packing It Up. I think it's trash. I don't even remember the rest of the songs. It started off with Fat Butt. Then she got that song with Travis Scott, Oh Shit, which, let's not even get into the features that she had on the song, because how you let your features carry your songs, and they literally had to pick up the slack for you. That's how bad your songs was. You let your features outshine you, and they weren't even doing that much. They weren't even saying that much. And then she had the song Poopa, which made no sense whatsoever. Like, it was all mumbo jumbo. Like, when people talk about mumble rappers, they need to start getting into incoherent rappers. Ice Spice, you have now become an incoherent rapper. Like, I rap, fuck a ghost. No, bring your ghostwriters back. Bring them back. It's okay. It's alright. You don't need to make music all on your own. It's okay to have help. Like, not everybody can freestyle, just like not everybody can come up with raps on the slide while you're doing this album. This album is so bad, it sounds like she wrote everything herself, had no help whatsoever. This album is so bad, it feels like her producers and her management team really didn't give a fuck and was like, here goes some money, go do what you need to do. Just put out something. It's that bad. It's so bad. This feels like a project that she just gave us that she didn't even want to give us. Like, you know that one video where the aunties try each other's potato salad? That one, she's like, Y2K album. That's exactly how it sounds. That's exactly how it feels. Besides it being incoherent, inconsistent, and the features carrying you on your own album, which is very sad, because if you're gonna do Nicki Minaj, one thing about Nicki Minaj is that she doesn't have other artists carrying her on her own songs. She don't have other artists carrying her own songs. You know why? Because it's Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is gonna drop something. It's gonna be good either way, and then she's gonna have a feature, and the feature is gonna be it's gonna be fucking great. The song is gonna be consistent. It ain't gonna sound like this. It ain't gonna sound like what you just put out. And let's not get started on the ending of the album, because when I mean it's inconsistent, I mean it's like really inconsistent, because at the end of the album she goes back to rapping how she first came out, And then you had the nerve to put that Give Me the Light remix on this album. Like, girl, we didn't even like that song for you to put it out. Why would you put it on this album? You should have left that shit as like a as a single. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't even have never like actually released this song. All I hear when I listen to that song is you screaming over a beat that wants to go home to his wife and kids. Hot boxing the beat, like what? No, pack it up. And then in some of the songs, it sounds like the beat is trying to run away from you. It sounds like you trying to catch up to the beat, and the beat is telling you stop, don't come any closer. Like, you know that meme, why are you running? Why is the beat running from you? Why is the beat running from you? Like, when I tell you your team really does not care about you, your team don't fuck with you at all, because they would have never let you release this mess. And I get it. Some of y'all might like the album. Personally, I don't. I think it's trash. This shit is garbage in a filthy sewer water filled trash can. This is the type of shit that you release when you're like heavily on drugs. And I'm not saying Ice Spice is on drugs. We're not gonna throw out those accusations, because ever since she lost weight, people have been saying that she's on Ozempic or it could be drugs. I think why people say that, in my opinion, well, everybody else's opinion maybe, is because of how fast she lost the weight. When Megan Thee Stallion started dropping her workout routine, and we see her doing Pilates, and we've been seeing Megan Thee Stallion be consistent in her workout videos and working out, and we know she works out, we look at her and be like, damn, you worked hard for your body. You worked hard for what you have now. Because if y'all remember, Megan Thee Stallion never used to look like this. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and just open a new window. Because she never, when I tell you she's never looked like that, she never looks like that. Like when Megan first came out, right? When Megan first came out, she was thick as fuck. She came out like thick bad bitch, right? Thick bad bitch. Let me see if I can find an old picture. Megan Thee Stallion before exercise. Like, she just was thick as fuck, and now she looks hot. She looks good. Let me see, what was her old album? Megan Thee Stallion. God. Just let me. No, because I kind of want to show y'all. Megan Thee Stallion, what, before Pilates or some shit? Oh, I got one. Big Old Freak. Yeah, there you go. That is like Megan when she was like prime time thick as hell. Like, Megan was always thick as hell. She was thick as fuck, and then she started exercising and she started doing Pilates, and she lost the thickness, right? But it looks good on her. It looks good on her. She's like skinny thick now, and she can still shake her ass. So I think it's a win-win for her. But with Ice Spice, I think it's different because we've never seen Ice Spice exercise. We've never seen Ice Spice like literally just be in the gym. She's never portrayed herself as like a gym rat like Megan Thee Stallion. And I'm not trying to compare them, but I'm just saying, we look at Megan Thee Stallion and her progress, and then look at Ice Spice. It feels so rushed because it was so random when she popped out looking skinny, and it was like, what the fuck happened to you, bitch? Like, and I think that's why a lot of people, they be like, she's on Ozempic, she's on something, because how you go from May, you're thick as fuck, and then in not even like June, July, you are skinny as hell. And then don't get me started on how she had that Nicki Minaj hairstyle. Like, I know Nicki Minaj didn't invent that hairstyle, but we know Nicki Minaj for that hairstyle. Y'all know what hairstyle I'm talking about. Let me pull out trusty dusty Google again, because y'all know what hairstyle I am talking about. Y'all know. Like, where? God, why I gotta find it? Ice Spice. Yeah, I think it was the BET Awards where she popped out. Yep, that one right there. You see this hairstyle? You know who else wore this hairstyle? Nicki Minaj. You know who else wore that hairstyle? Nicki Minaj. Like, let me go through Nicki Minaj's repertoire of hairstyles. Cause that hairstyle is 100% Nicki Minaj's. You see, Stop Playing Lil B said, "I'm calling you Bob." And then if you go to Ice Spice's page, right? You go to Ice Spice's page. She's wearing bobs now. She's wearing different kind of hairstyles. I get you wanting to try different things, but at the expense of you trying different things, you're starting to come across as being a stalker, a Nicki stalker, bro. You're coming across as being a Nicki stalker. Mind you, I don't even think she has Nicki Minaj's support anymore after them Baby Storm text messages came through. And if I ever find them, I'm going to be talking about them. Because allegedly, and I have to say allegedly because I didn't see them for myself. Allegedly, Ice Spice was saying some very colorist shit in them. And so it's like, okay, I wouldn't support you either if I was Nicki Minaj. Because you act like Nicki Minaj is like light skinned. Nicki Minaj is brown. Like, she might be light brown, but she's brown. Like, Nicki Minaj is a brown-skinned woman. Like, she's not light-skinned to me. I think she's not light-skinned to me. She's not light-skinned to me. Is she light-skinned to y'all? I don't know. She's not light-skinned to me. But the album is really bad. The 3 features, which was Central C, Travis Scott, and Gunna. How did they agree to do this album? I know why Central C agreed to do this album. We all know why. Is that a dent? Sorry, I wear glasses. But we all know why Central C agreed to do this album, because y'all smashing. You had him all in your TikTok videos after it was confirmed that he cheated on his girlfriend for you, which, by the way, if that is true, karma's gonna get you, girl. I think karma done already got you with this album, but karma's gonna get you. Because I get it. You can't control what he does. You don't owe her an explanation for his actions. You know, he chose to step out of his relationship, if this is true, with you. However, you promoting being a side bitch on TikTok, that ain't cute. You promoting him being all in your room on TikTok, that's not cute whatsoever. Like, when did becoming a side bitch be cute? When was that ever a thing? When was that ever cute? When was that, like, let's leave that where it was at. Let's leave being a side bitch wherever that was at. Because that shit is not cute whatsoever. We get it. You're the side bitch who became the main bitch. Cool. Okay. But guess what? What goes around comes around. He's going to eventually leave you for somebody else. He's going to leave you for somebody else. Because you get back what you put out into this universe. Okay? The way he came is the way he's going to go. But again, let's get back onto the album. So I can sit here and say I listened to the album twice. I listened to Fat Butt, I listened to Oh Shit, I listened to Poopa, which was incoherent, inconsistent, made no sense. I listened to Big Packing It Up, I listened to Plenty Sun, I listened to Did It First, Talk to You Later. I listened to all of that. And it ain't good. Like, none of the songs on that album good. The album itself does not make any sense. This album is a cry for help. Somebody go check on Ice Spice. Somebody go check on Ice Spice Minaj. Somebody go check on her. Because she's trying real hard to be Nicki Minaj, and I think it's making her a little loopy. Speaking of, did y'all hear about that scam that she was in? Because this is all alleged, by the way. I'm going to talk about that probably like deep, like in a full deep dive maybe one day, when I get more information. Allegedly, right, she ordered $20,000 worth of wigs that was very similar to Nicki Minaj's hairstyles and Nicki Minaj's wigs, and didn't pay the lady or didn't promote it on her channel. I think she wanted it without paying. I think it was her team that ordered it, or her. I don't remember, but just know that she is allegedly in a $20,000 hair scam or wig scam. Ain't that wild as fuck? Like, you ain't got no money? Why you out here trying to scam people? If I was that wig owner, that lady who did them wigs, I would settle this. I would make a lawsuit so fast, because I don't think you can't even take that to small claims court anymore. That's like big court. That's like big boy court. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the album. Didn't like it, didn't make no sense. Stop trying to be Nicki Minaj, get your own identity. That lady don't want nothing to do with you. After allegedly the messages came out and what you said about her. And I think that's, you know what? That's where I think that was the downfall of her. Them Baby Storm messages that was leaked by Baby Storm herself, and they tried to write it off as like an episode or something, like a Manny episode. That was the downfall of you when you lost Nicki's endorsement. Because remember, when Princess Diana the remix came out, everybody from Nicki Minaj's like, you know, fan base came and showed support for you, and you had the Barbs on your side. Now look at you, stuck on stupid. Okay, because I think that's another reason why it's like she doesn't have a dedicated core fan base. The men that come and listen to her, they don't really be listening to her. They there for her ass. And she done lost that appeal. She done lost the sex appeal. And even like people come out to see her shake her ass and twerk, which is nothing wrong. But if that's all you're known for, your longevity in the music industry is gonna plummet so fast. Because again, you're only known for one thing, that ass. And guess what? You ain't got that ass no more. You done lost your sexual appeal. So you done lost probably like a nice chunk of your main demographic. And now you give us this album for the people that actually want to hear you and want to listen to. You done lost that because this album is not good at all. This album is garbage. This album is trash. And then you done made a name for yourself as being a scammer and a side chick. Like, girl, when I tell you it feels like you're trying to, and if she ever watches, it feels like you're trying to capitalize on controversy, and you don't need to do that. Just make a good album. Get a new management team if you want to, but you don't need to capitalize on controversy to sell your album, because your album ain't good. Your album is not good at all. Like, I don't make music whatsoever, but I know something is trash when I hear it. And this album is garbage. I rate this album nothing, because it don't deserve a 1 star. It don't even deserve 0 stars. This album gets nothing from me because of how bad it is. Like, it would be different if the album was consistent and you rapped one way all the way through, or like your flow was the same all the way through and you weren't chasing after the beats that clearly want to get away from you and go back to their family. But instead, you chose to do different flow that everybody knows Nicki Minaj for, which I'm not saying, you know, you can't use Nicki Minaj's flow, but you did that and you still made trash music. Your verses in the albums was trash. They made no sense. Poopa was like the epitome of garbage. BB Bell, I swear I've heard before. I felt like you've made this song before and put it out before. I just cannot put my finger on it. I could be reaching, but I felt like BB Bell I've heard somewhere before. And I listened to that song twice while driving. I felt like I heard that song before, and I feel like it's because all of your other music sounds similar to BB Bell. BB Bell is like the package deal for all of your music combined. But yeah, no, the album was bad. That's the gist of this video, is that the album was bad, and I'm here to talk about it and tell you shouldn't listen to it. Don't spend your coin on this. Don't even try to buy merch for it. And you wasted an opportunity for Y2K as the theme of the album. Like, if Y2K was the name of the album and Y2K was the theme of the album, you missed the opportunity to invite so many female pop artists on the album. You and Pink Panthers could have collabed again, because Pink Panthers is like the epitome of Y2K. You could have collabed with a bunch of different people on this album, and yet you chose Gunna, who doesn't even sound like he wants to be there, Travis Scott, who also doesn't sound like he want to be there, and Central C, who's only there because y'all dating. Like, in my honest opinion, you wasted something crazy that could have been crazy good for this. Honestly, if you wanted to make music like this, you should have came out with music like this in the beginning, so we wouldn't have to have listened to you like altogether. Like, you should have made trash music first, right? And then you put out all your other shit, right? Because then it's like, oh my god, you're actually really good. Like Doja Cat. None of Doja Cat's music is trash, right? None of Doja Cat's repertoire is trash. She put out her first EP, her Per EP. That shit is golden. Then she came out with her Hot Pink album. Bitch, that was like, you see how she kept going and hitting new strides with each new album. Her Planet Her album, and then she had her what is her new album called? I can't remember her new album, and it's my favorite album too. Don't judge me in the comment section. Do not judge me in the comment section. I love Doja Cat's third album. I just am stuck on Planet Her and her Per EP. I literally have all her damn songs. Her Scarlet album. You see how she kept going and reaching new heights with each new album? Planet Her is literally like her top album out of all of her albums because of how good it is. It was giving what it was supposed to give. This gives bullshit. This gives shit in a cup. This gives battery acid in a blender with some like batteries. You put battery acid in a blender with some ice, you add some AAA batteries in there, and you turn that shit on, and all you hear is the screeching fucking sounds until the blender explodes. That's what this album was giving. This album was not good. It was not consistent. It was not coherent. Majority of what she was saying made no damn sense. All it was talking about was your sex appeal and your ass, and it made you sound like a Sheen version of Nicki Minaj. I don't know who was gonna tell you this, but somebody had to. This album gave off Sheen, Nicki Minaj. Don't ever do it again. Don't do it again. This is a cry for help for Nicki to come and save you, and she's not coming to save you. Honestly, she don't need to. And wasn't she signed to her label? Wasn't Ice Spice signed to Nicki Minaj's label? And you dare put out shit like this if you're still signed to her label? Are you signed to her label? Let's go check. Let's go be nosy. Where did you come from, baby? And why'd you keep bringing me down? Is Ice Spice signed to Nicki Minaj? Yup. Is she still signed? Is she still signed to Nicki Minaj's label? And if so, you need to pick a new label because they obviously don't like you no more. You have probably overstayed your welcome, and they kind of letting you run free to let you know that your music ain't never gonna be it because of what you just did. Get signed to somebody else. Go back to being whatever you was being, because this ain't it. They literally, nobody around you have your best interests, and as somebody who is not even your fan but listen to your music, especially like your older music, and your music not even that old, but as somebody who listens to your older music from time to time and likes to vibe out to you, because your music makes people feel like bad bitches for sure with fat asses. It's a beach vibe. Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Go back to that and don't try to do nothing new ever again. It's sad that you and your music is put in a box. Oh, I was still recording. I know it's sad to say, right? It's sad to say that she is put in a box, but you came out like that and you put yourself in a box, but it worked for you. It worked for you. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, his acting skills, he put himself in a box and it makes millions of dollars. It makes millions. I love watching Jumanji. I don't like watching Fast and the Furious, but I love the stuff that he do. Like, is he the same character in every movie, and is his acting the same in every movie? Yes. But does it work for him? Yes. Why try to change now? Especially when you're trying to copy Nicki Minaj's whole formula. Like, girl, you had a formula. Stick to it. There's nothing wrong with that. And I get it. Artists should try different things. Artists should try new things. There's nothing wrong with wanting to try new things. But if this is what you have to give for wanting to be different and wanting to try something new, you need to give that shit back. Give it back. It ain't working for you. Don't even try it again. Go back to the wig. Go back to the curly wig and pay that lady her $20K, allegedly. Because that's just wrong of you. That's so wrong for you to scam that lady out of $20K in wigs. What do you need all those wigs for anyway? What you need them wigs for? You only wear 2 wigs. Like, Ice Spice has been wearing 2 wigs since she came out. She just started trying new hairstyles. And I still don't know what her real hair look like. Like, get it together, girl. Get it together. But anyways, that is my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you were a fan of the Y2K album, let me know down in the comment section, because I genuinely really want to know who was a fan of that album. And if you were a fan, I want to collab with you and ask you why did you like that album, because I just have to know. Like, my boyfriend, who don't even listen to Ice Spice, and he listens to Ice Spice like from time to time, like in passing, but he listens to Travis Scott and Gunna, like, he didn't like the album. Like, they literally, whatever you paid them to be on that album, Ice Spice, that was an easy bag. That was an easy bag. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna put this little finger up, and we're gonna hold on, wait, there we go. We're gonna put this finger up. Boom, boom, put that, and then we're gonna bye. Hold on, wait, what?